We were amazed by Goldie's charm and beauty while working on this presentation. We went to the Playboy Club to dance. 2 hours later, we were still talking, not dancing. Kurt Russell has been a Hollywood staple for decades, demonstrating his versatility, charisma, and longevity. He overcame several obstacles to become famous. His life took a tragic turn after a dreadful diagnosis, leaving his wife to say goodbye. What was this devastating diagnosis? Join us as we explore Kurt Russell's life and career mysteries and successes. The conditions and experiences that molded his life must be examined to fully comprehend his diagnosis. Famous actor Kurt Russell was born in Springfield, Massachusetts on March 17, 1951. However, he was raised in sunny Thousand Oaks, California. Russell's parents, Bing Russell and Louise Julia Russell, were actors and dancers. Given his diverse Scottish, Irish, English, and German pedigree, Russell was certain to follow in his parents' footsteps. Kurt's career began early. At 12, he made his television debut in Sugarfoot, and later starred in The Travels of Jamie McFeeters. This paved the way for a successful career. Talent, hard work, and charisma helped Kurt Russell adapt into adult roles, unlike many child stars who fall into obscurity. Russell's career grew as he aged. He was known for his roles in a variety of genres, from Escape from New York to Overboard. His collaborations with John Carpenter in The Thing and Big Trouble in Little China solidified his status as a versatile and bankable star. Russell had personal struggles despite his professional achievements. He and Goldie Hawn, one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, became a symbol of lasting love in an industry known for short romances. They raised their children and maintained a close relationship on and off television while navigating stardom. However, Russell received a devastating diagnosis. The details of this disease were kept confidential, but it greatly affected him and his family. He faced personal challenges that tested his career-defining fortitude and resilience. To understand Kurt Russell's diagnosis, look at his life. He developed perseverance and adaptability in the field, thanks to his talented parents and his personal experiences. He faced his disease with the same tenacity that brought him to fame. His legacy shows Kurt Russell's influence on Hollywood and beyond. New generations of fans are inspired and entertained by his work. His successes and tribulations demonstrate human perseverance. Kurt Russell's career provided millions delights, but his subsequent struggles are remembered. His narrative is one of undying talent, love, and determination to overcome life's toughest hardships. Russell came to California with his family at 4 years old to follow his father's acting passion. Since his father played baseball, Russell wanted to act. The actor's father appeared in Bonanza and other films, exhibiting his outstanding talents and unwavering will to succeed in acting. Kurt Russell shared his father's love of sports, especially baseball. He played Little League Baseball all through elementary school because he liked it. In 1969, he graduated from Thousand Oaks High School after playing second base for the squad. His parents placed him on the path to prominence in the 1960s when he showed acting signs early on. He became a successful actor. He was offered acting jobs instantly and appeared in several Disney films until he was ready to make his cinematic debut. His father's film industry connections exposed him to acting, and he immediately started his own path to success. Russell started acting in TV shows. Dennis the Menace and the Dick Powell Theater were his first TV appearances in 1962. He also auditioned for Safe at Home later that year. Russell tried out because he wanted to meet Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris. However, this dream was short-lived. Despite not getting the job, he kept acting. He made his film debut in It Happened at the World's Fair as an uncredited actor shortly after. He played a youngster who kicked the pilot in the leg in this film. Late in the film, Russell overcame Elvis Presley, a famous pilot. Russell would not leave, even though he had acted in a movie that barely acknowledged him. He focused on acting instead, which led to his 1963 to 1964 role in Travels of Jamie McFeeters. He was 12 years old. The 1959 Pulitzer Prize for Literature went to the television show based on Robert Louis Taylor's novel of the same name. Russell debuted at 13 in Gilligan's Island, a CBS sitcom, as a jungle lad. He became more famous in the entertainment sector with this role. Russell began his acting career in minor roles, but which film made him famous? Russell was a talented young actor who signed a 10-year Disney deal in 1966. Russell, a new entertainer, was thrilled by this opportunity. This new opportunity allowed Russell to rise to fame, and Robert Osborne thinks he was the studio's top star of the 1970s after having taken it. After his breakout appearance in Follow Me Boys, he starred in several other films. Both his expertise and he were improving. Walt Disney hailed Russell as a 15-year-old lad with a great acting future in his final film appearance. This observation confirmed Russell's distinctive screen capabilities. Before dying in 1966, Walt Disney wrote Kurt Russell on a piece of paper. Walt Disney scratched out this uncommon acknowledgement of Russell's future accomplishment at the Walt Disney Company. After getting this confirmation, he was assigned a series of progressively more challenging duties that were necessary for him to become an icon. He played Private Willie Prentice in Walt Disney's Wonderful World of Color episode, Willie and the Yank the Mosby Raiders, which was shown in theaters as Mosby's Marauders. Casting began in January 1967. Russell continued to guest star in non-Walt Disney shows like The Road West, even though he had signed a contract with the firm. Disney cast Russell in several films, including 1969's Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, due to his uniqueness and passion for acting. His 1971 film, The Barefoot Executive, was also a hit. The rising star was excited. In a short period, his dreams became a reality. Russell, like his father, continued his baseball career despite his successful acting career. He found an easy way to balance them. He played second base with the California Angels minor league affiliates in the early 1970s, the Bend Rainbows in 1971, and the Walla Walla Islanders in the short-season class of short-season Northwest League, where he was known for switching hits. That was just the start of his brilliant baseball career, as he left an everlasting mark on every career he touched. After Class AA ball, he was promoted to the Texas League's El Paso Sun Kings in 1973. Unfortunately, an incoming runner connected with Russell early in the season as he turned the pivot of a double player, tearing his right shoulder's rotator cuff, his throwing shoulder. Russell was devastated by this injury. Since he couldn't play for El Paso, this unexpected injury hurt his baseball career. Instead, he was named designated hitter for the Portland Mavericks, an independent Northwest League team, late in their brief season. His father owns this squad and has tasked him with promotional efforts during the break. His accident prompted him to withdraw from baseball in 1973, and he began acting. Russell's kid's playing career was a success, but most child actors struggled to transition from child to adult roles, which could throw them out of work. Do you think Russell faced such a tragedy? So let's see. Russell Kurt seamlessly transitioned into mature roles and garnered critical acclaim. This is unlike most young performers who failed to land adult parts. Through his roles in films and TV shows, he showed his versatility and adaptability to any genre. He starred in an episode of the ABC series The New Land, based on the 1972 Swedish film of the same name, in fall 1974. Despite favorable reviews, the film did poorly in the ratings and was only aired for 6 seasons of 13 episodes each. Russell seems unconcerned about this tiny setback. He returned to Disney for The Strongest Man in the World a year later. Russell and his ex-wife, Priscilla, who played Susan Hubley in Elvis, were nominated for an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Special for the 1979 television film. This marked Russell's Hollywood debut after years as a kid actor. After the series, Kurt Russell and John Carpenter collaborated on several films, including the 1980 comedy Used Cars and Amber Waves. He played action hero Snake Plissken in Escape from New York in 1981, one of his most notable roles. In that action-packed drama, Russell played Snake Plissken, a former military hero turned criminal condemned to Manhattan, a maximum security prison. The film became a cult classic and made Russell a household name. This film was the first of his many Hollywood hits. many Russell returned to Disney as an adult in 1981, voiced Copper in The Fox and the Hound. He collaborated with Carpenter again on 1982's science fiction horror picture, The Thing, based on Who Goes There? Carpenter has already worked on the picture. For his role in Silkwood, Russell was nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor. His nomination was the first of many honors he would win. The 1984 romantic comedy Swing Shift starred Russell. His wife, Goldie Hawn, appeared in the picture. Hawn and Russell realized they loved each other 15 years after their first meeting, and Swing Shift is where they rediscovered their love. Despite the film's failure, Russell and Hawn are one of Hollywood's most admired couples. In 1986, he starred in The Mean Season and The Best of Times. Among others, he also appeared in Big Trouble in Little China, which was initially poorly received and commercially unsuccessful, but has now gained a devoted following among Carpenter aficionados. Because Russell and Hawn remained friends, Overboard, a light comedy starring Russell and Hawn, was a box office hit. He broadened his acting career by appearing in 1989's Tango and Cash, starring Sylvester Stallone. Russell was famous for playing Wyatt Earp in the 1993 Western Tombstone. Backdraft, a 1991 Ron Howard film, was better received. He was not recognized for his 1994 film Forrest Gump part. This part could have helped him in Hollywood, but it didn't. That had nothing to do with his career's spectacular climb. He made news despite his accomplishments in multiple roles. Russell remained in demand as an actor into the 21st century due to his many successes. Russell's portrayal of U.S. Olympic hockey coach Herb Brooks in Miracle, 2004, was lauded by critics. According to Elvis Mitchell of the New York Times, Mr. Russell's aloof, cagey performance is one of Miracle's rare breathers. After 2 years, he made his cinematic debut in Poseidon, a recreation of the 1972 cult classic about a sank ocean liner. Russell plays a murderous stunt driver in Quentin Tarantino's 2007 film, Death Proof. By appearing in The Hateful Eight in 2015 and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in 2019, he reinforced his rise to fame and maintained his close relationship with Tarantino. Deepwater Horizon was another film he appeared in that year. He appeared in several episodes of The Fast and Furious, including Fate of the Furious in 2017, Furious 7 in 2014, and F9, The Fast Saga in 2021. These movies were released simultaneously. Russell's career grew thanks to this massively popular series. Russell also appears in the blockbuster Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3, released in 2017. The second installment included Marvel Comics superheroes. Russell was becoming a global star and had no plans to retire. His successful roles were piling up fast. He played Santa Claus in The Christmas Chronicles, while Hans, his partner, played Mrs. Claus. The couple appeared in the sequel, which was released. On May 4th, 2017, Russell and Goldie Hawn received double stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for their film achievements. The couple's successful performing careers individually and combined caused this. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a 1969 Los Angeles drama. The show briefly featured Russell as a stunt coordinator in 2019. Kurt Russell became famous quickly due to his acting profession. His unique talent propelled his quick rise to popularity. How is his personal life off-screen? Because of his amazing film and TV performances, many people know him. Life of an individual. Russell lived a normal life outside of movies. His co-star in Elvis, Season Hubley, was introduced to him in 1979. Their relationship grew quickly, and they married within a year. On February 10, 1980, the couple had a son named Boston Russell. Unfortunately, their marriage ended sooner than expected. They had no choice but to divorce in 1983. Russell met Goldie Hawn that year and has remained together. His relationship with Goldie Hawn began well before his marriage to Hubley. They met in 1968 on the one and only Genuine Original Family Band set. Russell left a significant impression on Hawn, despite their 6-year age difference and the Western musical's large ensemble cast. Contrary to popular belief, the romance did not start immediately. On BBC Radio 4's Desert Island Discs, Goldie Hawn said she was 21 when he was 16, and she thought he was adorable but too young. I acquired feelings for him again after years apart, just like I had when I originally met him. However, we both said we would never date another actor, proving that you never know. Both had been married and divorced before. Goldie Hawn married filmmaker Gus Triconis from 1969 to 1976. She was married to Bill Hudson, father of Kate and Oliver Hudson, from 1976 to 1982. Russell, meantime, divorced Susan Hubley, his Elvis co-star, in 1983, after 4 years of marriage. Thus, they learned they were unmarried while auditioning for the 1983 romance drama Swing Shift. Hawn and Russell felt an instant connection and made their relationship public right away. Hawn and Russell's relationship is still strong despite never being married. They've committed to each other. They believe their long relationship is due to the fact that they never married. At a 2016 film discussion, Hawn said, "There is something psychological about not being married because it gives you the freedom to make decisions in any way you choose." If you like your independence, consider this. Russell told People magazine in December 2020 that he and Hawn never wanted to marry. He claimed that a marriage certificate would not add anything. Hawn said they decided not to marry in 2023 due to their previous marriage's difficulties. Since reuniting, the couple has acted in several films together, including Swing Shift, 1984, and Overboard, 1987, which showcased their connection. The couple welcomed their first child, Wyatt Russell, on July 10, 1986, after dating for 3 years. They own homes in Vancouver, British Columbia, Snowmass Village, Colorado, Manhattan, New York, Brentwood, California, and Palm Desert, California. Before dating Russell, Hawn had 2 children, Kate and Oliver, from her second marriage, Bill Hudson. Kate and Oliver Hudson. She fell in love with Russell because of how he behaved with her children. They possessed the knowledge to make their partnership blissful. After 6 years together, they discussed getting married in front of an audience. The audience was suddenly confronted with the awful facts of the situation, which had captured their attention. Russell loved Hawn's ex-husband's children as much as his own. After they decided to be together, their children joined their blended family. Kate, who became an actress like her mother, was the first of their 4 children to have children. Sister Kate was the first to have children. Russell and Hawn became grandparents for the first time in 2003, when she and Chris Robinson had their first son. In 2018, Kate had a daughter with her current fiancé, Danny Fujiko Wayne, and in 2011, she had a second son with Matt Bellamy. Both of her children were born in 2011. Her brother Oliver Hudson has 3 children from 2007 to 2013 with Aaron Barlett. Wyatt Russell, Russell's son, had a son with Meredith Hagner in 2021. No word on if Boston Russell has children. Russell has several exciting parts of his life besides relationships. He admitted to libertarianism. According to his 2020 statement, celebrities should keep their political views to themselves since negativity affects their careers. Russell is an avid hunter and gun rights supporter. He believes gun control will reduce terrorism. He is an FAA-certified private pilot with a single/multi-engine and instrument rating and an honorary council member of Wings of Hope, which improves lives through flying. John Travolta gave him the Aviation Mentor Award in 2010 when he was inducted into the Living Legends of Aviation. Along with their great careers, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn seem to have a virtually perfect relationship. Who was Goldie Hawn before Russell met her? To what extent did she live? Stay tuned as we explore Goldie Hawn's life. She was raised in a pious family. She discovered her affinity for dance at a young age and was able to pursue her talents. Ballet and tap classes began when she was 3. Her 1955 Nutcracker Corps de Ballet performance was choreographed by Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo. She made her stage debut in 1964 as Juliet in Romeo and Juliet at the Virginia Shakespeare Festival. Hawn founded her own ballet school in 1964 after dropping out of American University, where she was studying and acting. She taught ballet at school. She performed Can Can in the New York Fair's Texas Pavilion in her first professional dance performance. Next year, she debuted as a go-go dancer in New York City and at the Peppermint Box in New Jersey. Goldie Hawn is well known for her romance with Russell Kurt, but she also had a great acting career. In addition to her success as an actor, film director, producer, and singer, she was known for her versatility. Her breakthrough performance in Private Benjamin in 1980 made her a Hollywood comedic star. Hawn began dancing in NYC, then relocated to Los Angeles. She dedicated herself to becoming a Hollywood actress. The NBC sketch comedy show Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In featured her from 1968 to 1970. Her appearances made her renowned quickly. She won an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress in 1969's Cactus Flower for her brilliance and comedic timing. She had a gift for making even the pickiest people laugh. Hawn expanded into television to show her flexibility after a successful comedic career. She made her acting debut on Good Morning World in 1967. She played the girlfriend of a dumb blonde radio DJ. She made her acting debut in 1968's The Only True Original Family Band. She produced and starred in a 1970 comedy. Her portrayal in Private Benjamin earned her a second Oscar nomination for Best Actress. Hawn released her 1972 Warner Brothers solo country album, Golden. Goldie was recorded with Dolly Parton and Buck Owens. AllMusic praised the album as a middle-of-the-road pop record with a country-tinged feel that was pleasant. After that, Hawn's popularity continued. It lasted until the 1980s. Hawn and actress and singer Liza Minnelli produced Goldie and Liza Together, a 1980 primetime variety show. The show had 4 Emmy nominations. Playboy magazine interviewed 39-year-old Hawn for its January 1985 cover. Hawn was interviewed by Playboy. Hawn was out of the spotlight for 4 years after House Sitter. Her mother was having cancer treatment, so she took care of her. Unfortunately, Hawn died in 1994. After mourning, Hawn decided to accept the circumstance. Hawn's marriages and relationships were like roller coasters. She dated famous guys including actor Mark Goddard and musician Spiro Vanduris. Her first husband, dancer Gus Triconis, played a shark in West Side Story. He was her first husband. Despite this, Hawn left after 4 years of marriage. After that, she dated Ted Grossman, Scott Bruno Winseland of Sweden, and Florentino Nero of Italy, among others. Hawn married Hudson in July 1976 after divorcing Triconis in June 1976. Oliver, a son, was born September 7, 1976, and Kate, a daughter, April 19, 1979. Oliver and Kate were their children. Finally, divorce came on August 15, 1980, after what seemed like an eternity. After that, Hawn dated other men. She expanded her love relationships to include persons of other nationalities. She dated French actor Yves Renier and Moroccan businessman Victor Dre. Many have called Hawn and Russell's relationship Hollywood's best. Many of their followers think their relationship is perfect. But is it? Between 2000 and 2004, speculation circulated about the power couple breaking up. Several news outlets reported that the couple was about to break up. Journalist Charles Glass and former cricketer and Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan were reportedly engaged with Hawn's split. Because no one knew the truth, these rumors persisted. Hawn stated in an interview that she will not marry Russell. She said she and Russell had chosen to be together and that she would have been divorced for a long time if she had married him. Their view is that marriage should not bind relationships. Hawn founded the Hawn Foundation in 2003 to improve young people's academic achievement through life-enhancing well-being activities. Researchers from outside the organization have examined MindUp, a children's educational program, and the Hawn Foundation has funded their research. Hawn has vocally supported the LGBT community. The nearly 4 decades since Kurt Russell and Hawn Goldie started dating have inspired their fans worldwide. Fans are shocked at how long they've stayed together. However, Russell's dreadful prognosis arrives unexpectedly and clouds their perfect relationship. Can you diagnose this? Russell's dire diagnosis. Russell has the longest Hollywood career due of his perseverance. However, even the most successful face problems that could end their careers. Russell's tragic diagnosis left many issues unanswered. Is the famous actor ill? Does this imply his distinguished career is over? Russell announced he would miss the 60th Annual Western Heritage Awards in August 2021 because to hip surgery prospects. It worried him about his health. Despite his hopes of delaying the treatments, his doctors advised him to do so. This was the start of a more serious illness that was eventually discovered. Kurt Russell's health has been rumored, especially after his diagnosis with Creutzfeldt-Jaeger's syndrome, PJS. This rare hereditary disorder causes black patches on the skin and mucous membranes and intestinal and digestive tract polyps. It also increases the risk of certain cancers. These polyps can cause stomach pain, bleeding, and intestinal obstruction. PJS can cause black spots on the lips, mouth, face, hands, and feet. According to reports, Kurt Russell has lip sores and other facial lesions, supporting his diagnosis. His sores may be caused by Creutzfeldt-Jaeger's syndrome, an inherited condition. Russell has been undergoing strict monitoring to manage his health and reduce his risk of cancer. Russell has delayed some work obligations to focus on his health and undergo extensive medical attention. Russell was accused of necrotizing fasciitis, a dangerous bacterial infection that kills subcutaneous tissues. In addition to his PJS, his genetic problem, which requires frequent medical monitoring and treatment to detect and manage potential complications, is his top priority. Russell remains involved in movies despite his terrible health issues. He worked tirelessly on several projects and enjoyed spending time with his wife, Hawn, children, and grandchildren. His unwavering determination, despite his health issues, has inspired his fans worldwide. In the 21st century, Kurt Russell's career has exceeded expectations. The fact that all ages enjoy him shows his longevity. Thanks for watching our video. If you liked this deep dive into today's topic and want to see more fascinating material, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We value your feedback, so please leave it below. See you next time for more thoughts and discussions. Keep exploring, learning, and sharing till then. Thanks for joining our community.